good man makes you nervous instead of relax, your brain might be doing something you don't even realize. And it's the exact reason you keep running from the ones who actually deserve you. Good men trigger something weird in people who grew up around chaos, because a good man is calm, and calm can feel like a trap when your body only learned to trust tension. He takes back on time. He shows up when he says he will. He asks how your day was and actually listens to the answer, and instead of relaxing into that, some part of you starts scanning for the catch, because your nervous system was trained on relationships where kindness came with strings attached. That scanning isn't wisdom, it's old wiring firing off in a new, safer situation. Recognizing that difference is the first step to not blowing up something good just because it feels unfamiliar in your chest. Here's what it looks like day to day. He remembers your coffee order, plus an actual date instead of a vague hangout, and checks in without being clingy about it. Your brain, instead of logging this as great, this is healthy, starts hunting for a hidden flaw. You replay his text looking for red flags that aren't there. You get quiet or short with him for no clear reason. This is your body confusing peace with emptiness, because somewhere along the way, love got wired to feel like anxiety, and anything without anxiety attached reads as not real. Naming that gap out loud to yourself is what starts breaking its grip on your choices. If this is heading close to home right now, that's exactly why you need to smash that like button and hit the bell. Trust me, you're gonna wanna catch every part of this. Let's dig into where this instinct actually comes from, because it didn't show up overnight. Maybe you had a parent who was warm one day and cold the next, so you learned to stay alert to earn affection. Maybe a next kept you guessing, and that guessing game got mislabeled in your head as chemistry. Either way, your body built a rule book that says love equals uncertainty, and a steady good man breaks every rule in that book. That's not a bad thing, that's the exit door. But your body doesn't know that yet, so it panics and calls it boredom instead of calling it safety, which is exactly the mislabel you need to catch and correct in real time. Now let's name the actual behaviors. The sabotage checklist people run without even clocking it. Starting arguments over small stuff right when things feel close. Suddenly deciding he's not exciting enough after months of being consistently great. Comparing him to an ex who kept you anxious and missing that anxious feeling like it with passion. Pulling back the second he says something real, like he's falling for you. Testing choosing him over and over, almost hoping he'll fail so you can say you saw it coming. If any of these sound familiar, that's not a character flaw, that's a learned survival pattern. And learned patterns can absolutely be unlearned with the right approach. Here's a tool you can use the next time this urge shows up, called the 15-second pause. The moment you feel like picking a fight, fighting a fellow, or pulling away, stop and ask yourself one honest question. Is this about something he actually did, or is this about a feeling I don't know how to sit with? Most of the time, it's the second one. You're not trying to kill the urge to run. You're trying to catch it before you act on it, because that tiny gap between feeling and reaction is where every real change in your relationship habits actually happens. One pause at a time. Do you catch yourself picking fights right when things stop feeling really good with someone? Good men need to hear this from you directly, because you can't fix this pattern alone in silence. Say something like, sometimes I pull away when things are going well, and it's an old habit, not about you. A good man won't punish you for that. He'll lean in closer, because you just gave him the manual to understanding your behavior instead of leaving him confused and blamed for something we didn't do. Relationships don't get destroyed by the pattern itself. They get destroyed by hiding it and letting him think he's the problem while you're quietly sabotaging something solid out of fear. Let's separate real red flags from fear pretending to be your God, because this mix up ends good relationships constantly. A real red flag looks like disrespect, dishonesty, or values that genuinely clash on things that matter. View the rest as intuition looks like a way some things off with zero actual evidence, showing up right after a moment of real closeness or commitment. If you can't point to one specific thing he did wrong and you're just left with unease, that unease is very likely fear in disguise, not wisdom. Learning to tell this apart is one of the most valuable skills that you'll ever build in your dating life. Full stop. What's the one thing that makes you pull away from a partner who's actually treating you right? Let's close with the daily practice, because knowing this changes nothing if you don't use it. Every time you feel calm around them, tell yourself this is what safe feels like, not boring. Every time the urge to create distance hits or run the 15-second pause before doing anything. Check in with them weekly about how you're both feeling, even when nothing's wrong. Because strong couples talk during the calm, not just the chaos. do this consistently, and your body slowly relearns that steady equals safe, which is exactly how you stop running from good men and start actually building something that lasts. If you've got a question about this, maybe you're wondering why you keep doing this or how to actually stop. Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one and I want to help you work through it.